Farm Small, Farm Smart Daily is part of the Modern Grower Podcast Network. Check out some of our other shows like Carrot Cash Flow, the Growing Microgreens Podcast, and Farm Small, Farm Smart. Learn more about the shows using the link below. Given the cost, you want that thing to pay back as soon as possible. That means putting the most profitable crops or the crops you can get the most rotations out of into that greenhouse. What are you using it for now, crop-wise?
We've diversified a bit in summer. Definitely, we've had a beautiful summer, but really going into winter salad. And the one crop that I actually stopped growing for the last couple of years is lettuce. We're now got heaps of lettuce in there as well. And it's really nice to know that it's just not going to get smashed. All the lettuces, not really that much head lettuce, but cut and come again, 2 cuts, all with drip underneath into weed mat. It's just a pleasure working in there, harvesting super clean lettuce that we can rely on. That's really being able to rely on the crop and just keep working with the weather turns, and we know we've got indoor work. Can bed prep, planting, harvesting, we just can carry on. It's a game changer.
You've seen, no doubt, a lot of different greenhouse setups over the years at different farms. And I'm not talking about the construction of the greenhouse or venting or things like that, but just how people utilize the space within the greenhouse, little tips and tricks for getting the most out of production. I've always admired how you think about maximizing the space that you have. Are there things that you think are keys to getting the most out of the protected space that you have?
Yeah, I think probably it comes back to siting. That's a generic comment, but I worked a lot with the internal layout of the beds. And although we're doing a multiple, we can use drip irrigation, sumi-soaker, and hand watering. I've set the drip up at the opposite end of the greenhouse bed. I can unscrew the module of drip for that bed, and it has a tap going into the main pipe. I've just got one valve to turn on the drip, and I can just walk along the end of the beds and turn each bed on or off. So most of my watering is with drip, but if I direct seed or I want to just put a little bit of water on the crop, I can sumi and or hand water. Really tight design, tiny internal paths, 1 foot. And then we've got a break in the middle of the greenhouse with approximately a 2-foot path just for a bit more access from end to end. But it's packed super tight, really tiny paths on the internal. And then the entranceway to the greenhouse, which is closest to wash and pack, we've put a really wide access path along there. And that the path closest to wash and pack, that's where everything comes in and out. Inputs coming in, compost, etc., and crops coming out. So the opposite end where the drip is, and that's also where our roll-up sides are from the opposite end. That's really our management stuff like ventilation, water, but the main access, there's nothing on that path, and we can use just trolleys in and out. And it's given us, you got to forfeit some space at the end of the greenhouses to be able to low and lean the crops and move them over, and we couldn't afford to do that in our previous greenhouses. We just, for the cost of them, we're growing wall to wall. I'd say the design, thinking that one through.
Hello, growers. Say goodbye to heavy sandbags and hello to Modern Growers Quick Hoops Low Tunnels. Protect your plants from pests, wind, rain, and frost without the hassle of sandbags or flimsy hoops. Our patented design eliminates the need for clamps and ropes, while the unique wire system keeps covers secure yet easily accessible. Tested in the strong winds of New Zealand for over 20 years, Quick Hoops are light, strong, portable, and versatile. Most importantly, they're designed for field use. These aren't some lightweight system that only looks great in a greenhouse. Our hoops are designed to last in harsh field conditions. Use them with any covering to grow year-round and safeguard your crops. Shade cloth, frost blanket, insect net, clear poly, no problem. Quick Hoops can handle them. Get Quick Hoops today at shop.moderngrower.co and protect your crops for years to come.